What's going on, Solid Steppers? It's Miss Ward coming to you. Been up since about 4:40 this morning, pre-gaming. Have a big day. Have a lot to accomplish, and I want to accomplish it in a timely manner. So this is part of my pre-gaming process. I made sure everything at the crib is in order as far as, anybody that understands organization, management, especially discipline of yourself, is you have to be prepared. So the first thing I did this morning is I got up, I looked at all my parts as far as what I ordered, the shipments. What I like to do is go through my FedEx links or tracking links and put status updates and things like that in place so that I all times via text I know what's going on, where the product is. You have the option in FedEx of changing the name or giving it a name. I generally put the customer's name or the work order or something of that nature so that I can track that. One thing about your business, there are too many apps out here so you can keep track of what's going on. Uh, Once I receive the information from tracking throughout the day, I always go and update my schedules along with my techs and let them know what's in. Some jobs we can move up, some jobs we have to change because there are delays in the processes, and I have the tracking numbers at my fingertips. So, for instance, now I've finished going through that. My parts. Now the process is reviewing the repairs for the day. Anything that I'm personally handling, I like to kind of go and do research to make sure that if there are any possibilities of something other than what has been diagnosed, I like to have all those things on hand or access to those parts. And so that's what I'm doing now. So, for instance, today my first job is going to be in Fort Lauderdale on the beach. I'll be replacing a inlet valve on a whirlpool. That's pretty straightforward. I'll make sure for that job I have the valve. I also have the razor blade I use to cut the hose and trim it up to make sure that it seats properly with the valve itself. I make sure I have my knee pads. I like to put everything together so when I get in the job, I know my goal is to be in and out of that job in 15, 20 minutes with no issues, where I've checked the valve, where I make sure there are no leaks. Because I've been to this client's home, I'm very clear of the makeup. I visualize that stuff because it's important. Throughout the day, I'm going to be interrupted. So if I have the basics and the things I can control in place, then I'm going to be successful. And that's what people don't understand. When you go to business, you got to have a system. After that, I have a job actually up in Hope Sound. I have a couple of jobs in Hope Sound and Stewart I'm going to be knocking out. So my goal is to be out of the 8 a.m. appointment. I would prefer to go earlier, but this customer, my 8 a.m., lives in a building that contractors are restricted. I really thought about going incognito because I really needed this to be out of the way as early as possible because the travel between this job and my next job is quite a distance, and I really didn't want to be in traffic, but it is what it is. In the Hope Sound area, I have three jobs. One's going to be a KitchenAid dishwasher, a Frigidaire dishwasher that's not draining. That should be simple and straightforward. I also go through and look at texts and send customers texts regarding their appliances. If I need a model number, anything like that, I do all my communication now. Prime example, I just got a text from an old Republic customer, just added something else to his repair. I'll be repairing him on Sunday. In his home, we had to repair his Whirlpool refrigerator. We had to replace the inlet valve. We also had to replace the water filter housing. We also had to repair that infamous door hinge where that particular conduit breaks, the wires do. And so the auger motor wasn't working. We fixed that. So when I go back, we got to take care of the burner. There's an issue going on with his GE burner, so I'll be taking care of that. Then he just sent me a text saying the other burner's not working properly. So it's obvious this dude is trying to get everything stacked, but he's one of my favorite customers. He's cool as hell. He's a teacher, so I'm going to get him taken care of. But the key is that I'm going to place the order for the parts, the additional part I know he's going to need for that other element. But that's what I mean about when I'm up early, no matter what comes my way, I can address it. And I think that's something that people drop the ball on. The next customer I'll be dealing with is also going to be in Hope Sound. I have a strike check customer where I have to check out a Viking unit that was damaged during lightning. So I'll go in there. My goal is to be in and out of there in 15 minutes, simply because on that one, I'm just going to be pulling the unit. It's a wall unit, so I'll pull it, take some pictures, make it look pretty, make sure I take pictures of all the outlets and preferably, images showing that the unit does not function properly, get in and out. And then there's something else I have there in that area. Once I finish that area, I have to come back down south, which would be wrapping up my day. And I have it in drawer microwave for sharp. That's not a heating. I have the magnetron and everything for that. I have a couple of parts I need to get picked up. Let's see, I think all my techs have everything they need. So like I said, it's 5:56 and I personally feel like I'm still behind. And this is just part of my business side. Let's see what we have here. So we have dishwasher, refrigerator not draining. I have to send him a text this morning asking him to provide the model number. Then I have the under the counter microwave, which is the Sharp. After that, I have a over the range microwave with a light staying on. It's going to be a switch related issue. And what else do I have? After that, I have a LG ice maker that's not making ice. I'm going to try to handle that earlier this morning because that's scheduled later in the same area. After that, I have a GE oven, and then I have a refrigerator, a KitchenAid that's not dispensing water or ice. So this should be quite interesting. It's going to be an interesting day. So I need to get all that done. Plus, I have projects I'm working on uh, as far as my government contract, uh, tweaking my coaching links and coaching business. So I'm constantly busy. So, one thing that people don't really understand about me, I don't really have time to talk to people because I have my own goals and things I have to address. There was a time I intentionally took a block out of time. I mean, a block out of my life to coach and train people one on one at no charge. That was me giving back. And unfortunately, a lot of those people are free 99. So if I took care of them and supported them during those times, that was for two reasons. One, I was gathering data, but the other thing is I sincerely wanted to see everyone do well. The problem is that initially, and I'm having this conversation for some reason it keeps coming up, and I don't think people are clear. The clients that I have coached who have provided reviews, I want to say thank you. And it's always my consistently paying clients that are serious about their business. They provide reviews for me. They still have access to me because we started a business relationship the right way. The ones who really have not been supportive and really been trying to get nothing from me, they get nothing from me now. And the reason I'm having this conversation is because if you ever have a mentor come in your life that has more than you do as far as experience and they can help you get your business to the next level, you have to respect that mentor and you got to give them all the props you can. Like there are people that expose me to the appliance repair business. If Mike Sneed ever needs anything, if Richard Zilka, if Brandon, those guys need anything, and my favorite of all time, Quentin, I'm helping him with a project right now. There are certain people that were key to my initial start off. So I'm always going to look out for them. That's respect. But at the same time, you ask any of those guys, I don't go out begging and my hand out for anything. I never walk to them with a free 99 because whenever I come to those guys, I'm bringing some value. What people have to understand is that you cannot have a relationship with a mentor, particularly one that is going places and moving and shaking, if you're not bringing value, if you're not helping them. Originally, when I started my, free bono coaching group, I asked this team to put together a Facebook group, to put together a Voxer group, and that I would not be able to manage it because I have my own situations going on. But I felt like they have all been exposed to me. They can help each other and support each other. That didn't happen. So at this particular point, what I learned from that experience is free gets you nowhere, and that people don't value what you give. And, to this day, I have people that reach out and ask me to send them links about my business. Those links are underneath every video. I should never have to send you a link. But that lets me know how people don't pay attention. And then when they send me the link, they want to ask me which one to pick. Like, really? Read the links. So that lets me know you are not focused on your business, that you expect me to spoon feed you. That's not going to happen. And at this particular point, I'm at a point I have just no respect for people because there's no way I'm going to get up every day and put in this kind of grind at 4 and 5 in the morning and give things to people for free who are not willing to work for it. And I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking for everybody that's out here in this game that does what I do, who do YouTube videos, who create courses, who give back, because at the end of the day, there are people who appreciate it and pay for it. If you're not one of those people, this is not a channel for you. And I'm going to just keep it 100. Give me 1 second, people. I just got a notification because, boy, look at here. All right. Yep, that's my strike check coming through. So, like I said, nothing that we do is easy. And there are a lot of people think that they can do what we do and we can just give them the links or the blueprint. There is work you have to put behind it. And that work starts with pre-gaming, structuring your day. Like I have been trying to get back on course all week because I'm doing so much, but because I know I can do it with proper time management and focus, I'm just gonna do it. Like I don't question that I can't do it. But at the same time, I believe in myself and I put the processes in place. I had a great meeting last night with my business partners. I'm looking forward to what we're building out. We're definitely pushing each other in the proper direction and keeping things on track, which is important. That's going to be a topic I'm going to start talking about is partnerships. Um, I am not a big fan of partnerships simply because I move a certain way. Not a lot of people move the way I do, but I'm very clear that a lot of people don't move the way I do because um, I'm built differently, and I'm okay with that. So the key is don't be the smartest person in the room. Constantly grow and change and develop and adapt because it's 9/23/2021, 9/23/2022. Where are you going to be? What have you accomplished? And what have you brought to the table? Whose life have you made better? And have you even affected your own? I'm having this conversation because there are several people that need to hear it. And they need to take heed. If you want to talk to Ms. Ford, hit the link. This is why I have the link because my time has to be managed a certain way. And unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of, um, I rarely talk to my mama and we live in the same house. That's how much I grind. So I don't really understand why people don't understand when people are focused and have laser focus. This is why all of my companies start out with the name laser because that is the type of focus. So with that said, I'm gonna wrap up because I'm about to get off course at 6:04, and you guys have a great day. Be blessed.